क्या हाल चाल सर, क्या चल रहा है सर? क्या हो गया आपका? आपको भी कुछ हुआ था? क्या हो गया? अच्छा, किस रीजन से?
इन्फेक्शन था, गैस्ट्राइटिस और वो इन्फ्लेमेशन थी इसमें। मेरा पूरी तरह से ठीक नहीं हुआ।
जब एक बार बीमारी हो जाए ना, टाइम लग जाता है। मुझे उसने सर्जरी किया, मुझे बोला था 1 वीक। Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to teaching learning session of marketing management. In our last lecture, we discussed few concepts of marketing, and in today's lecture, we'll discuss about the marketing environment analysis. Right. So it is very important to analyze your marketing environment if you want to survive in the market. Right. So according to Philip Kotler, a company's marketing environment consists of internal forces or the factors which affect the company's ability to develop and maintain a successful transactions and relationship with the company's target customers. So what is marketing environment actually? As per Philip Kotler, this marketing environment consists of certain physical forces or the factors which impacts the company's ability to survive, develop, and maintain a successful transactions with the company's target customer. Obviously, if you are not able to fulfill the needs of the customer, how could you survive? And to fulfill the needs of the customer, it is required that their marketing internal marketing environment should be good. But according to Pride and Ferrer, the marketing environment consists of the external factor that directly or indirectly influences the organization acquisition of inputs and generation of output. So as per Philip Kotler, it is internal environment. As per and according to Pride and Ferrer, it is external environment. But basically both internal and external environment plays an important role in any organization. Right, both internal and external forces plays an important role, or directly or indirectly influences the organization acquisition and the production of the output and to fulfill the demands of the customers. Right, the macro environment of the marketing, macro means the bigger environment which impacts the environment of marketing. There are the demographical factors, economic factors, socio-cultural factors, natural factors, technological factor, political legal factor. These are the factors which impacts the marketing, right? Demographic environment or the demographic factor. What does demographic environment means? Demography, what is demography? As we all know that it is a study of population. People constitutes the market. Obviously, market means what? People, the target customer, right? The target customer whom we want to serve is our market. So demography is a study of population. People constitutes the market. Marketers are interested to understand the changing composition of people in terms of the size, rate of growth in different regions, cities, towns, and the rural areas, so that uh, they could make their policies according to it. Right, demographic environment is study of the population, and marketer is population, and we have to serve the population, or we have to serve target, not the population, the target customer. Right, so marketers are industry interested to understand that change in the demographic environment, whether there is any change in the demographic environment in terms of the size, of the population, right? Or the rate of, if population is growing, what is the rate of growth of the population, rate of the growth in different regions, cities, towns, and the rural areas. So it is very important to study the demographic environment. Apart from the demographic environment, the economic environment plays an important role, right? Economic environment is marketers should keep a track and monitor the purchasing capacity of their customers. Suppose if there is a change in the demographic environment, the population is increasing or your target customer is increasing, but if they don't, what if they don't have the purchasing power? Purchasing power means whether they can afford your product or not. If they are not able to afford your product, they are not capable to purchase your product, then it is of no use that whether there is any change in the demographic environment or not. So economic environment also plays a very important role, and economic environment is that keeping an eye on the purchasing capacity of the customer. The purchasing pattern and the power of people depends on the factor such as their income, saving, inflation, and the availability of credit. Right. Purchasing factor, then again, purchasing factor depends on many other sub factors like income. Suppose if income is increasing, right? If someone has got increment, or if income is increasing and economy is booming, then automatically the purchasing power goes up. And if there is an inflation, then the purchasing power might go down. Or if there is slow down in the economy, then the purchasing power might go down, right? So the income, then the savings also impact the purchasing power. Inflation impacts the purchasing power, and the most important is the availability of the credit facility. If credit is easily available, then people prefer to purchase even the costlier products, right? So credit facility impacts the purchasing power of the customers. Then socio-cultural environment. Socio-cultural environment is composed of culture, social class, tradition, beliefs, values, and lifestyle of a people in a given society. This impacts a lot. This is acceptable in this society and this is not acceptable in this society. We prefer to purchase those products which is acceptable in this society. That is, we prefer to purchase the product on the basis of our values, on the basis of our traditions, on the basis of our beliefs, on the basis of our culture and social class, obviously, lifestyle. It plays an important role in marketing. Some of our cultural values are deep rooted, that they are known as the core values, and marketer try to influence the secondary values to their target customer to some extent through marketing effects. See, in our culture, that especially in Hindus, we don't prefer to eat beefs. Right, beef is not allowed in India. Right, so we never prefer to purchase the product made up of that thing, right? So socio-culture plays an important role, and the marketer try to influence the secondary value of their target customer to some extent through marketing effort. They never try to impact or influence their core values. There are certain core values, there are certain values which are deeply rooted, right? Marketer never try to influence your core values, they always try to influence your secondary values so that you can make a purchase, right? Social class is an important concept, and every society is composed of the different classes. It is determined by the type of the income, residential location, and type of occupation, right? And the social classes normally exhibit a specific pattern of behavior and lifestyle. See, in social cultural environment, apart from our cultural values, right? Apart from our cultural values, beliefs, class plays an important role. Class, we segment the society on the basis of wealth. We stratified the society on the basis of wealth. And on the basis of wealth, there are the classes in the society: upper class, middle class, or the lower class or lower middle class. We divide the society, and this class plays an important role in this society. And this class is determined by the income. On the basis of wealth, we stratified the society. On the basis of wealth, we divide this society into classes. That is, the income plays an important role, right? On the basis of residential location and the type of occupation, we differentiate into classes, and the social classes normally exhibits a specific pattern of behavior and lifestyle. Those who are of the same occupation, their values, beliefs, likes, dislikes could be of specific type, right? So it plays an important role, and the and marketer do take care of these things. A natural environment, the next factor which impacts is the natural environment, the macro factor. The environmental analysis must also involve the study of natural resources, ecology, climatic condition in a state or a country where the company operates. Corporate environmentalism calls for the integration of environmental issues into firm strategic marketing. So, one do take care of the natural environment while setting up a business. The corporate environmentalism calls for the integration of environmental issues, how they will tackle the environmental issues. Will they procreate any type of a problem? Right? So environmental analysis must also involve in study of natural resources. What is allowed in that particular state or country, or what is not allowed, which could create a problem, right, in that particular state or the society. And the next macro environment is the technological environment. As we all know that technology is changing rapidly. This technology has revolutionized the production process, right? Use of raw material and logistic. Information technology has a profound influence on the business firm and then their final product. So technological, as technology is changing drastically, and now this technology has made our life easier. It has made the production easier and cheaper. If it is very important to upgrade your technology and to keep an eye on the technological environment, because if you are not keeping eye on the technological environment, and if your competitor has adopted a new better technology rather than the yours, and is able to produce a better and a cheaper product than yours, then people will prefer to purchase the product from your competitors rather than you. So it is very important that that a marketer or the organization should keep an eye on the technological environment, and this technological environment impacts the business a lot, right? Micro marketing environment or the internal environment. These macro, we discussed about the macro marketing environment. These macro marketing environments are external factors. External factors are those factors which are beyond your control. You cannot control those factors. Technological advancement is beyond your control. You cannot control as technology is advancing. Natural environment is beyond your control, beyond the control of organization. Socio-cultural environment is beyond your control. You cannot control someone's beliefs, values, tradition. Economic environment is beyond your control, because it totally depends on the government or the state of the or the state, or even it depends on the global scenario. Demographical environment is beyond your control, because you cannot keep checks on the changes in demographical environment. But these micro environment or the environment internal environment is under the control of the organization, and they can control it. Micro environment includes the consumer, suppliers, vendors. The consumer, companies who devote the required effort to study the factors related to consumer better than their competitors would be more successful in achieving the marketing objectives. If you are well aware about the needs and wants of your customers, and if you have paid much attention to the needs and wants of your customer, you can perform better than your competitor. This is under your control. This the you if you are able to understand the needs and wants of customer, then you can achieve your targets or objectives easily, right? Some of factors to be monitored are identifying the right customers in terms of need to be satisfied. First is whom you want to cater, right? What are the needs of the customer, and who could be a target customer. Then next important factor which one should pay attention is the purchasing power, so that you can produce accordingly. What is the purchasing power of your target customer? The buying behavior, you should pay attention to the buying behavior of the customer. Buying behavior plays an important role, and the brand switching behavior of the customers. If you are well aware about the brand switching behavior of your customer, then you can make policies accordingly, plans accordingly. So it is very important that you should be well versed with the not only with the needs and wants of the customer, but you should be well versed with the buying behavior of your customer, their brand switching behavior of the customer, the purchasing power of the customer. You should have thorough knowledge about this. With this you can produce your product according to the needs. Then next important factor is the supplier. First is customer, next is supplier. Supplier plays a key role in success of any business, right? That is the task of supplying the right raw material, a good quality of the raw material at the right price, and other inputs to the firm is of utmost importance, which has a direction of bearing a market performance of a business. So it is very important that this supplier, that you should have a supplier which could supply you the right kind of a product at the right time at the right price, right? So that you can produce a better product. Firm have to closely monitor the supplier environment, as any change in the business practices of supplier have a serious implications. Next is your competition. Competition is what? Environmental analysis is incomplete without analyzing the industry level competition. Each industry is different from other in terms of number of firms exist, the type of the product they offer, the entry and exit barrier, government policies, regulations. So industry competition can be analyzed on the basis of strategy planning, formulating and implementation. So it is very important that you should be well versed with the competition in your industry, right? You should have you should know about your competitor, what type of the entry and exit barrier of your industry. Can anyone easily enter in your in this type of the industry, or is it difficult to enter a new entrant, right? Or the type of the product offered by your competitor, at what price they are offering the product, right? You should be well versed with the government policies and the regulations of a given industry. So it is very important that you should be well versed with your competitors. So it is very important that you should take care of the macro environment as well as the micro environment. Macro environment are those environment which are beyond your control, like demographic environment, like natural environment, right? Like government policies environment. Micro environment are the internal environment, like your customers, your competitors, or your suppliers, right? So it is very important that that a marketer should be well versed with the macro and the micro environment, then only they can survive. And it is very important to conduct the marketing research. What is marketing research? Marketing research, as the name indicates, research marketing, that it is related to gather the marketing information. You should gather the information related to the marketing, right? The marketing manager needs to analyze and seek more information in connection with the macro factor which are relevant in which business or the firm to operate, right? So marketing research is when you research about your macro and the micro environment, when you gather the information, more information about your macro and micro environment, and analyze that macro and micro environment which is relevant to your business, right? According the marketing, the American Marketing Association define the marketing research as systematic gathering, recording, and analyzing the data about the problem relating to marketing of goods and services. Marketing research is, pay attention to each and every word of the definition. What is marketing research? As per AMA, marketing research is systematic gathering. There should be a systematic gathering of the information. You cannot gather information like anything. There should be a system through which you should gather the information. Systematic gathering. Then there should be a proper well defined system for recording of the data. Systematic gathering, recording, and analysis of the data. Of what type of a data? Of data about the problem relating to the marketing of goods and services. Data related to marketing of goods and services. So you should systematically collect, record, analyze the required data, that is the data related to your problem, that is related to marketing of goods and services, is marketing research. And this marketing research is concerned with all aspects of marketing, right? It is related to the all aspects of the marketing and related to product design. It started with the product design and development, product mix, pricing, branding, packaging, sales performance, distribution, competition, target customer segment, buying behavior, promotion, and its impact. So it is concerned with all aspects of marketing, right? It is concerned with marketing. It is relating to the product. It is concerned with the product design and development, concerned with product mix, pricing, branding, how will you brand your product, packaging of the product, sales performance, distribution, competition, target customer segment, buying behavior of this, promotion, and its impact, right? The scope of MR includes the customers, products, distribution, advertising, competition, and the external environment. So it is concerned with all aspects. So the scope is very vast. Scope of marketing research is very vast. The scope includes customers. You should know, or you should be that you should be able to know about your target customer. Who could be a target customer? You should be able to know about their needs and wants, and each and everything about the customer, about the product. It starts with the product, then it is related to scope, distribution, how will you distribute your product, advertising or publicity, and the competition and the external environment. Marketing research process, there are various steps of marketing research process, right? Marketing research process starts with the problem definition. What is the problem definition? Marketing research process, the first step of marketing research process is the problem definition, that you should be able to define the problem. What is your aim or the objective? Problem definition is defining your objectives, what you want to find out, what is the problem, what is the problem, or the problem for which you are seeking the answer, right? Problem definition is what is the problem, what is the actual problem for which you are seeking the answer. That is the problem definition. You should be able to define your problem properly, right? Then research design. Once you have defined your problem properly, half has been done. because majority of times we are not able to define the problem correctly. If you are able to define your problem correctly, then only you can look for a solution, right? Problem definition is what? Problem definition is that is defining a problem for which you are seeking a solution, right? Then a research design. After defining a problem, research design, you should design a research. Design research includes many things. That is, you should be well versed with your population. Then how will you collect this sample? You should be well versed with the population, right? Your population, to whom you want to serve, that is the population is, right? Whether see, if I want to sell my product in the northern region of the country, then the population, then the population is the people who are living in the northern region of the country is my population, right? Then population, then you should be able to target your customers. You cannot serve the whole population. Specifically, you should be able to make this segmentation. You should be able to segment the population. You should be Segmentation is, you should be able to divide the market on the basis of the various factor, right? And then should be able to find out your target customers, whom basically whom you want to present your product. Research design includes, that is, you should be able to specify your population, specify your target customer, who could be a target customer, how will you, what are you should be able to, who could be a target customer, how will you collect the data, right? You should have proper tools and procedures to collect the data, right? How will you collect the data? There should be a well versed plan, right? Research design basically includes the plan. How will you collect the data? Systematic plan. How will you systematically collect the data? Field work. Then after systematically designing the tools and the processes, right? After systematically planning about the processes and the tools, next comes the field work. Field work is, what is field work? Field work is when you go to the field to collect the data, right? To collect the data from your target customers or the populations, right? Field work. Then you should be able to do the field work. You should be able to collect the data systematically with right type of tools and techniques. Then comes data analysis. After collection of the data, the systematical collection of the data, you should be able to codify that data or tabulate that data systematically and analyze that data on the basis of various factors which are of your interest. So it is very important that you should analyze the data on the basis of the factor which are of your interest. After analyzing the data, you could present a report and implement your plans. That is, through analysis of data, you might find out the solution for your problem, and if you have find out the solution for your problem, you can implement your plan. So marketing research is a process which has a wide scope, and it impacts the whole marketing aspects, and there are the various steps which one should follow to this marketing research. The first step is problem definition, right? And then the research design. There should be a proper systematic design of a research. Field work. How will you conduct a field work? How will you collect the data? Field work is included all these things. Analysis of data includes how will you analyze the data, the techniques will, what type of the techniques will you use to analyze the data, on what factor, on what dimensions will you analyze the data, and after analysis of the data, that is the presentation and the implementation of your policies, right? Market segmentation, targeting, and positioning, right? See, the success of a product or a brand in a competitive market environment can be conveniently attributed to the fact that the marketer had possibly segmented, targeted, and positioned the firm's offering in the right perspective. STP is very important, right? The success of any of the product or brand depends on the STP, that is segmentation, targeting, and the position. If marketer is uh, uh, able to segment the market, possibly target and position the firm's offering in the right perspective, the success depends on the success of any marketer or any product depends on the STP, right? To create a differentiation, marketer use this segmentation, targeting, and positioning strategies. Right. So the success of any of the product or any of the brand in the competitive market actually depends on the segment STP, that is the segmentation, targeting, and the positioning of the product or the brand. Right. It plays a very important role, and this creates a differentiation. Consumers buy benefits and product that best address to their specific needs. Segmenting the marketing, targeting the user, and positioning the product or services offering are the three pillars of the marketing strategies. Now, what is segmentations? As we said, STP are the three segments, are the three pillars of the modern marketing, that is the segmentation, targeting, and positioning. What is segment? Segment is a division of the market, right? What is segmentation? It refers to the subclasses of the market, reflecting the subclasses of the wants and process of conceptually distinguishing. Segment is known as process of marketing segment. Segmentation is dividing the market into sub markets or dividing the classes into subclasses, right? When you form a see, there are suppose if there are 100 people, right? You can divide the 100 people into the group on the basis of what? On the basis of their needs or on the basis of their wants. 100 people might not, the 100 people might have different needs and wants from the product, but then on the basis of their specific needs or the wants, right, you can there could be certain common aspects. There could be certain common things which a customer wants from a product. Suppose there are 100 people and few wants a thing, a attributes from the product, and a few wants B, and another wants C type of attribute. There should be a C type of attribute in the mm, and the product, right? They are looking for a, suppose there are 100 people and few of them are looking for the A attribute in a product, few of them are looking for the B attribute in a product, and few are looking for the C attribute in a product. See, right? When you make a group of people who are looking for the A attribute, next group could be who are looking for the B group, and the next group could be who are looking for the C attribute in a product, then these groups are known as the segment. Now we have divided the market into groups or the subclasses, that is on the basis of their common needs and wants, right? When we divide the market or the population into groups on the basis of their common needs and wants, then that is known as the segmentation of the market, right? One will be able to distinguish one segment from the another on the basis of what segment members have in common in respect of what they seek from a product. Because if you are looking for the A attribute, we have created a group of people who are looking for a attribute, in a product, and the next group could be who are looking for a B attribute in a product, and those third group could be those who are looking for a C attribute in a product. So this group, these three groups are known as the segmentation or the subclasses. When we divide the market into the sub markets or the subclasses, that is known as the segmentation, that is division of the market on the basis of certain factors, or on the basis of on the basis of the on the basis of various factors. There are various factors on the basis of which we can divide the market, right? In market segmentation, the marketer divide the heterogeneous customer into a group or segment, each of which tends to be homogeneous in significant respect. Right? If you look for 100 people, they have different. They are heterogeneous because their demands are different. When you group them according to their common needs, then they become homogeneous. That is, segmentation is dividing a heterogeneous customer into a group or segment, um, um, each of which tends to be homogeneous in certain respect, right? That is, dividing a heterogeneous population into homogeneous group is known as market segmentation, right? In their process of market segmentation, it is the consumer or individual who are segmented and not the product or the price, right? In market segmentation, we segment the customers and not the product or the price. That is, we divide, that is, the marketer divide the heterogeneous customers into homogeneous groups. Basis for segmentation: on what basis one could segment the market, right? One could, on what basis one can form a homogeneous group? That is on the basis of benefit segmentation. Segment of the market on the basis of what people see or benefit they seek from the product. As I have given you an example, that if you are looking for the A attribute or A benefit, or if you are looking for the B benefit, and another group was looking for the C benefit or the C attribute in the product, so on the basis of the benefit segment, we have divided the heterogeneous population into homogeneous group, right? It is on the basis of the benefit segmentation, that is on the basis of the benefit which a group is looking for in the product, right? Then on the basis of geographical segmentation, then on the we can divide the market on the basis of the location, like we can divide it on the basis of the location, the urban, whether we want to cater to the urban customers or to the rural customers, or the semi-urban customers, or whether we want to offer the product for the say, if my whether I want to offer my product to the northern side of the country, or to the southern side of the country, right? That depends. When I divide the market on the basis of the geographical segmentation, again it depends on the various factors. That is, it depends on the demands, or then we divide the we segment on the basis of geography. It could be on the basis of demand, it could be on the basis of the competition, right? It could be on the basis of the new market, new uh, upcoming markets, right? So when you divide or market divide on the basis of the location, then demographic segmentation, right? Instead of focusing on difference in benefits, so marketer divide the potential customer on the basis of the demographic variables. Demographic variables, when you divide the market on the basis of gender, right? Whether you want to offer your product to male or female, or for both genders. Sanitary napkins, for example, for sanitary napkins, you divide to with these sanitary napkins. Actually, females are the customers for this, female uses these. So on the basis of the gender, when you divide your segmentation, when to whom you want to offer your product, when you divide your market on the basis of the gender, right? Shaving creams normally, right? Shaving creams or razors, right? So who could be our target customers? Males. Sanitary napkins, females. When you divide the market on the basis of the gender, when you divide your market on the basis of the age, to which age group you would like to offer your product, right? What is the age group whom would you like to offer your product? Whether you like to offer your product to the senior citizen or the middle age group, or to the college going students, your product is for the college going students, or for the school going students, or for the toddlers, right? When you divide it on the basis of the age, then when you divide your product on the when you segment the market on the basis of the family size, right? Pizza, you offer the product on the basis of family size. Pizza mania for a single individual, right? For a bigger family, there is a another type of a product. They offer different type of a product on the basis of the family size. When you divide this segment on the basis of family size, then next demographic segmentation on the basis of income. When you divide the group on the basis of income, to which income group would you like to offer your product? Whom do you think that who will be able to purchase your product on the basis of income? When you divide product your product is for lower income group, you want to offer your product to the masses, or whether you want to offer your product to the classes. Then on the basis of occupation, you can divide your market on the basis of the occupation, right? Bankers, academicians, doctors, and others. Whether you would like to offer your product to the doctors, or to academicians, or to someone else. So on the basis of occupation, when you divide your product on the basis of the occupation, then education, when you divide the market on the basis of education, right? To whom you want to cater your product, to an educated one, or to someone who is not so educated. On the basis of location, when you divide it on the basis of location, and more than that, when you divide the market on the basis of religion, you divide the market on the basis of the religion and to whom you want to cater, what type of a product on the basis of religion you want to offer. On the basis of nationality and races, when you divide the market on the basis of the race or the nationality. Race, what is race? That is when we divide, race is what, when we segment the society on the basis of certain biological factor, that is known as race. So when you divide the market on the basis of races, right, or on the basis of nationality, right, because of the certain rules, values, norms, right, you can divide it on the basis of nationality. We know that this nationality will prefer to buy our product because they prefer this type of a product, and we offer this product to, we are making this product to, for this race or for this nationality or for this religion or for this group, right? So demographical segmentation, there are various type of segmentation. You can divide the market, you can segment the market according to your needs, according to your objective. Certain the basic variables are the basic segmentation types are the benefit segmentations, that is you can divide the market on the basis of the benefits, right? When you can divide the market on the basis of the geography, then there are certain demographic segmentation, that is demographic segmentation includes a lot. right? It includes age, it includes sex, it includes education, it includes income, it includes occupation, location, religion, nationality, and race, right? Then social class. Apart from demographic variable, we divide the market into on the basis of the classes. Demographical variables can be combined to form a social classes. Social class is defined in term of demographic variable varying from single indicator like occupation to use a combination of factor like occupation, source of income, type of home, or residential areas. Like demographic variables, that is we discussed about the demographic variables, and demographical variables can be combined to form a social class, right? There are the we can combine various demographical variables to form a social class, like to whom we can combine the occupation with the source of income. I want to offer my product to those doctors or to those hospitals whose that is whose turnover is say more than 1 crore per month. Source of income, then occupation and source of income, or it could be on the basis of income and residential areas, right? Those who have this type of income and residing in that particular area, I want to offer that product, right? There could be the many, you can combine many factors like age and the income. You can combine education and age and income. Those who are well educated and earning well, even if their age is if even if they are elderly, then you would like to offer the product to those who are of a particular age group and earning well and residing in that particular area, or of that particular, or whose education is of comes under that particular category, right? So you can combine various demographic variable to form a social class. Family life cycle, then you can divide the market on the basis of the family life cycle. What is family life cycle? um, that where each stage in cycle is a combination of age, marital status, and the age of a children. A household with a young family tend to have different wants from the older married couple whose family is grown up. So see, class, then again family life cycle. A family who is that is a household with a young family might have a different needs than a family with elderly couple and who are grown up, elderly married couple whose family is grown up. So according to the family life cycle, you can divide your market. Then the psychographic segmentation, it is study of consumer primarily based on activities, interest, and opinions. When you divide the market on the basis of activities or the interest or the opinion of the consumers or the customers, they seek to understand the cognitive factor that drives the customer's behavior. This includes the emotional responses and motivation, morale, ethical and political values, inheritance attitude, biases, and the prejudices. So, what are the activities or in the interest or the opinions of the activities? What could be the motivational factor for those consumers, right? What cognitive factor drive the consumer behavior, right? Like the moral values, ethical values, political values, attitude, biases, prejudices, could be anything. So you should segment. You can divide the market on the basis of these things. Segment the market on the basis of lifestyle or mode of living. Quite common. On the basis of lifestyle or mode of living. Some of the product where lifestyle approaches has been used for segmentation of market are the cars or women's clothing or the cigarettes or cosmetic, alcoholic beverages or the furniture, that is on the basis of the lifestyle, ikaya, BMW, right? When you segment the market on the basis of the lifestyle or the mode of living, to whom you want to cater your product. It could include actually costlier product like the furnitures, alcoholic beverages, apparels, cigarettes, cars, and many other things, right? Then personality, you can segment the market on the basis of personality variables, that is the self image. Even this self image plays an important role. It is one of the aspect of personality that may relate to buyer behavior. Some marketer use this approach to endow their product with a brand image that corresponds to the self image of the consumer. At times, we feel like if we are purchasing a bag of a particular brand whose cost goes up to lakhs, then it increases this self image, and this is one of the variable, this personality variable, which is the variable a marketer use. This approach the marketer use to endow their product with the brand image. It is actually used by the marketer to create a brand image, and the consumer with the brand, the consumer associate with the brand, and it increases the self image of the consumer. So brand image corresponds to the self image of the consumer. If you are at times people feel like if they are purchasing a bag or something of which is costlier than the similar type of a product, it increases their image, self image, and it corresponds with the brand image, and the brand image corresponds with the self image. Some other important personality variable could be the psychographic segmentation, that is sociability, impulsiveness, achievement, then self confidence, prestige, alertness to change, thriftiness, sentimentalism. So, all these are the variables which could be used for the segmentation of the market. The see now market targeting, right? Segmentation, I hope this is clear. What is market segmentation? That is dividing the heterogeneous population into homogeneous group is market segmentation, and we can divide it on the basis of the various factors. Now what is market targeting? What is market targeting? The target market is defined as a set of buyers sharing common needs or characteristics that a company decides to serve. An understanding of target market and measurement of their attractiveness is key decision of a marketing. See, segmentation is what? Segmentation is we have divided the market, heterogeneous market into homogeneous market. That is it. That was the segmentation. Targeting is now we have to decide, or we decided to which group we want to cater, to which group we want to offer our product. That is market targeting. That is the company decides to serve the group or the segment. To, what is market targeting is the segment to the segment to which company decides to serve or to offer their product. We have segmented the market, and now from those segments we have chosen the segment whom we want to cater, and those segments which we have chosen or which we have decided to serve is known as target consumers or the market targeting, right? Right, there are certain general factors on the basis of which we target the market or the customer or the sorry organization target the customers. That is the company thrust. While segmenting the market, the firm needs to identify the requirement for success in the identified target market. Size and growth potential. In addition to the present size of the target market, the firm should be ascertain the future growth and the potential of the set target market. So, whom we want to cater? The first and the most important thing is the size and the growth of the potential target group. That is the firm should also ascertain that the future growth and the potential of the set target market. What is the future of that target market? What is the whether it is gonna to increase? What is the potential of the target market? Right? Investment needed, financial outlay required for tapping a particular target market is another factor to consider. And care should be taken to ensure that both entry cost and the cost associated with building market share have been included. Right? You have decided your target market whom you want to cater. Now you have decided after segmentation, you have decided your target customers. Now, how could you? There are certain factors while you are deciding your target factors. There are certain factors which a firm should keep in mind, that is about the future and the growth or the potential of that target segment, right? Or that segment whom you want to cater. What is the future of that target segment? What is the growth perspective, right, of that target segment? Next could be the investment needed. How much cost is required to grab that target segment? Right? It is very important that you should be well versed with your financial constraints or your financial capabilities. Right? What could be your entry cost and the cost associated with building market share? Right? Then the profitability. Now, next factor which one should consider while targeting the group or the segment is the profitability. To calculate it, one has to estimate both future sales and the cost involved in the concerned segment. How much I have to invest, and what could be the future sales? What is this growth scope of that target segment? So profitability, will I be able to earn profit if I serve to that particular segment? So you should must be aware about the profitability or the growth. Then the risk is unavoidable in business, and you should be well versed with the risk associated with the extent to which a particular target segment would respond. And next important thing is competition. You should be well versed with the competition. The selection of target markets implies indirect selecting the competitor with whom company will have to compete. Will you be able to compete with your competitor, or how will you compete with your competitor? So one should consider these factors while deciding about the target, right? Market, while marketing, targeting the market. Right, the first is the size and the growth potential, investment needed, profitability, risk associated, and the competition. Right, clear? Now specific segmentation factor. You should be aware about the durability, how durable the segment is. Right, next is mobility, means movement in and out of a segment of a member of a target group. If the mobility of a target group member is high in respect to a certain product, the company, in order to keep a sales stable, would have to attract a new user to its product. What is the mobility? One should one should keep track of the mobility movement of the member segment of the member, whether the member are able to move or the mobility rate of the target member is high, then it is required for a company to grab new customer or the new user for its product. Then only you can be able to survive in the market. Then accessibility. Those in the segment or the target market should be directly reachable through established communication and distribution channel. If that particular segment cannot be reached, then the entire exercise will go futile. Accessibility means you should be able to reach your to establish a reach or a communication and a distribution channel to your target market. That target market should be able to assess your product, and you should be able to assess your target market. Right, that is, the target market should be directly reachable. You should directly reach to your target market. That is, you can reach to your target market through established communication, through distribution channel, right? So accessibility is important. If accessibility is not there, then it is of no use, everything will go in vain, right? Evaluation and selection of market segment. How will you evaluate and select the market segment? Single segment concentration, that is the firm market to only one particular segment. Through this approach, the firm wants to gain a thorough understanding of the needs and wants of a powerful market presence. That is, if you want to offer your product to a particular single segment concentration, and if you want to offer your product to a single segment, this is this approach. Through this approach, a firm wants to gain a thorough understanding of needs of the segments, right? Then selective specialization, that is, in this case, the firm want to select a subset of all possible segments which are attractive and suitable, right? So selective specialization, we want to offer, or we want to select all possible segment which are attractive and possible, and we can cater them. This strategy has a merit of diversifying the firm risk and disadvantage of this approach, that it may result in not result in any positive synergy. Next is product specialization. What is product specialization? See, we'll discuss this product specialization in our next lecture, right? Today we'll discuss about what is, so we have discussed about the segmentation and targeting. I hope this is clear. What is segmentation marketing? We discussed about the marketing research, various steps of the marketing research, right? So it is very important, before segmenting a market or targeting a market, one should conduct the marketing research, right? Through marketing research, you will come to know about many things, right? So it is important, and to survive in the market, it is important that one should understand the macro and the micro environment of the macro and the micro environment. And the macro environment is that environment which is not under control. Micro environment is under the control of the marketer or the organization. And marketing research is, it is required that you should conduct the marketing research, right? And the scope of marketing research is very vast. It covers all aspects of marketing. Then we discussed about the segmentation. What is segmentation? Division of heterogeneous market into homogeneous market is segmentation. And what is the target marketing or marketing target? Target group is that segment which whom we want to offer our product, or whom we want to cater or serve, right? That is the target market. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.